Hello students, let me welcome you back. Now we are going to solve some trigonometrical limits where x is not tending towards 0. In my previous video, you must have seen that we were solving the problems of the limits where x was tending to 0. But in this case, x is not tending to 0. Then how to solve these kind of problems? Please see whole of the video till the end so that you can understand all the concept including these questions. Okay. Now you see when limit x tends to pi sin x upon pi minus t. In this case we assume let x is equal to pi plus t. When x is tending towards pi, it means t is tending towards 0. Now replace it. Limit t tends to 0 sin pi plus t upon pi minus t. Pi gets cancelled. So limit t tends to 0. Sine pi plus theta is how much you know? It is minus of sine t because sine in third quadrant it is negative upon minus t. So minus it gets cancelled and sine t upon t is equal to 1. So limiting value is equal to 1 in this case. You can see how we are trying to solve this question when x is not tending towards a 0 quantity. It is something different. Now we are moving to next question. We have selected question so that your all concept becomes clear. So please watch the video till it. So we are taking second question. Limit x tends to pi by 2 cos 3x plus 3 cos x upon pi minus x whole cube. Then how to solve these kind of questions? Then first of all, limit x tends to pi by 2 cos 3x, we are writing the formula of cos 3x. It is 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x plus 3 cos x upon pi minus x whole cube. This and this gets cancelled. So limit x tends to pi by 2. This is 4 cos cube x upon pi minus x whole cube. Again we are taking let x is equal to pi by 2 plus t. When x is tending towards 0 or pi by 2, then t will tend towards 0. So we are solving this question here. Limit t tends to 0 for cos cube, this is a pi by 2 plus t upon a pi minus pi by 2 minus t whole cube. So we can see that t tends to 0. T tends to 0. This is 4. It is something pi by 2. We must write it because it is pi by 2. There is some mistake here. So it was pi by 2. So now pi by 2 gets cancelled, and this is equal to sine. It is a minus of sine t whole power 3. This is minus t of power 3. So limit t tends to 0, 4 minus of sine cube t upon t cube. This is going to be 1. So answer is minus gets cancelled. So answer is 4. So you can see how we are solving these type of questions. Now we are moving to next question. Just to elaborate more. Now we are taking limit n tends to infinity 2 to the power n sine a upon 2 to the power n. So we can see that let a upon 2 to the power n equals to t. When n is tending towards infinity, so you can see that t is tending towards 0. So limit t tends to 0, 2 to the power n can be written as a upon t here, and this is a sine t. So sine t upon t equals to 1. So this is going to be a. So you can see how these questions which are looking difficult are now very easy. Now we are moving to next question. Limit x tends to pi by 6, 2 minus root 3 cos x minus sin x upon 6x minus pi whole square. So we can see it here. Limit x tends to pi by 6, 2 minus, we are writing 2, root 3 by 2 cos x, minus 1 by 2 sin x. Here we can take 6 common, so x minus pi by 6 whole square. So limit x tends to pi by 6, you can see 2 minus 2, and this we can write as cos x plus pi by 6 upon 36 x minus pi by 6. So we are taking as sine x minus pi by 6. Now we can see that let x is equal to pi by 6 plus t. When x is tending towards pi by 6, then t will tend towards 0. So limit t tends to 0, 2 minus 2 sine t upon 36t. So limit t tends to 0, it is 1 minus sine t upon 18t. So limit t tends to 0, this you can write as 1 minus if we put t equals to 0, what we can see is sine 0, and this is a 1 upon 0. So it is tending towards infinity. So this answer is going towards tending towards infinity if this is the question. And I think I have done some mistake, here here both are minus. When we are taking minus sign, then this will become plus. When this will become plus, then this will become cos x minus pi by 6. So this was a mistake I have committed. So I am just going through this again. Because minus, when we are taking minus sign, then root 3 by 2 cos x plus 1 by 2 sin x. Now this is the formula of this. Now we are taking x equals to pi by 6 plus t. When x is tending towards pi by 6, then t will tend towards 0. So this limit will become t is tending towards 0, 2 minus 2 cos t upon, it is a square, 36 t square. So limit t tends to 0, 1 minus cos t upon 18t square. So limit t tends to 0, you can see this is twice of sine square t by 2 plus 18t square. So divided by 4 into 4, so that this can become 1. So 2 upon 18 plus 4. So you can see that this is going to be equal to 1 upon 36. So that was a mistake there when I took minus common. I put wrongly minus, why it should have been positive. So no problem of us. We can correct it after that. So we have seen how we have solved this kind of questions. Now we are moving to next question. Next question is a very good question. You must see it and see. Limit n tends to infinity. Cos x by 2. Cos x upon 2 square. Cos x upon 2 to the power 3. And this is going up to cos x to the power 2n. Then how to solve this kind of question. So in this question we are taking let x upon 2 to the power n equals to theta. It means x can be written as 2 to the power n theta. So this limit will tend towards n tends to infinity. See cos, when you put x equal to somewhere here, so 2 to the power n minus 1 theta, cos 2 to the power n minus 2 theta, cos 2 to the power n minus 3 theta. Likewise, it is cos theta, cos 2 theta into cos theta. So we are just reversing this. Cos theta, cos 2 theta, cos 2 square theta. Likewise, cos 2 to the power n minus 1 theta, cos to the power n minus 1 theta. So limit n tends to infinity. And this has a formula, that is sine 2 to the power n theta upon 2 to the power n sine theta. So now we can solve. Limit n tends to infinity. sine 2 to the power n theta we are taking as x, here 2 to the power n, here sine theta means x upon 2 to the power n. So further we are writing limit n tends to infinity sin x upon sin x upon 2 to the power n upon x upon 2 to the power n multiplied by x. So you can see that this will become 1. So answer will be equal to sin x upon x. So it's a very good question. Generally, it is very popular. It is asked in several examinations. So you should see it so that you can solve it very easily. Now we are moving to next question. Limit x tends to beta 1 minus cos ax square plus bx plus c upon x minus beta whole square, where alpha beta are roots of ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So now you can see how we are going to solve this question. You know, when alpha beta are the roots of this equation, then ax square plus bx plus c can be written as a times x minus alpha, x minus beta here. So we are putting it here, limit x tends to beta 1 minus cos a times x minus alpha, x minus beta upon x minus beta whole square. So limit x tends to beta, this is going to be twice of sine square a x minus alpha x minus beta upon 2 whole square divided by x minus beta whole square. So we are putting this a square by 4 and multiplying it by this x minus alpha whole square a square by 4. So what we can see it that this is going to be 1. So answer is coming out to be beta minus alpha whole square a square upon 2 because 2 and 4 gets cancelled, it will be equal to 2. So you can see how this kind of process we have done it. So that's all in this video, my students. Please watch this and refer it to your friends. These are the very good formulas and these are likely to come in several examinations, and please refer it to your friends also and subscribe. Thank you.